Hey folks, I'm doing another video for the purposes of transparency as usual in how I go through the reports queue, but I also wanted to give people an idea of where we're going with moderation. We're currently onboarding a new moderator and teaching him the sort of policies we use. So I'll also be going through some of his notes. I had him review some of these reports before. And say his thoughts on them. So I'm gonna look at that. So this is the first one right here. Definitely right about that. Holy hell, you're unhinged. Delete your account and get help. I don't know why we would accept that. So we need to go ahead and issue a strike against the user. So do that. So bbigs32, and loading the spreadsheet with all the folks who've been given strikes. As usual, the first step for this is to see if this user's been given a strike before. When I search the name, it doesn't look like anything comes up, so that means it's going to be his first strike. So enter it here. Then I go back to the page, strike 1 for personal attack. And I approve it so that users can see why he got the strike. And then I'm gonna take the URL from his comment, whoops, and put it in here. Next one is this. A fantasy literally created so dumbasses like you will keep voting for and submitting to the people ruling over you. Seriously, you are very, very stupid, blah, 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 blah. Pretty clear rule violation. I don't know if I've seen this name before, so let's do the search. Whoa, I copied a little too much there. Okay, and go ahead and give him a strike. So some folks got another look through the recent post I had made with the self-audit, which I categorize things as either left-wing or right-wing content based on my general impression. Some folks wondered if I was trying to be objective about that, and I wasn't. I was more trying to show how I respond to things that I perceive as left or right. Because at the end of the day, if people think that I'm going to be biased for or against the left or the right, and I get accused of every combination of that, that does depend on my impressions. It doesn't depend on if they're actually a left-wing or a right-winger. What depends on is if I think that about them. So I was measuring my thought process, essentially. Anyway, if Republicans had any fucking brains, they'd be angry too. So for this one, he said that he's probably trolling in his notes, but he's not sure. I'm inclined to agree. He said he also noted that he'll probably do something later, but it's probably better to remove it because of at least contribution standards. So I agree. I'll go ahead and take it down. He doesn't need to get a strike for it, but we'll keep an eye. Pretty sure we'll notice Ed Smelly again, and then maybe if he does break a rule, we know it seems more probable given that he did this. Okay, next one. Okay, so. And this guy got a bunch of reports, and nearly all of them are people that he's responding to mocking. Now, I actually already gave him a strike before that, so I mean, I could just take down the chain just because there's no real discussion happening here, and leave it at that. So those are the ones that our new member commented on, our upcoming moderator. So let's see what other reports there are. So critical race practice already got a strike, so I'll just go ahead and remove that. It's basically roll it into the existing strike. Interesting name here, lying under oath. I don't know how flippant this guy is being or not, but it's a low quality thing, so I'll go ahead and remove it. You're obviously a maggot if you don't see the connection. Have a good life. Try not to hurt anyone. This guy again, I'll go ahead and remove this. I actually had a disagreement with Haiku recently in the subreddit, but no point in trying to insult them. Why they're trying to make MAGA into maggot. Surprised it took this long for that to become an insult. I've only just started noticing it. Anyway, see if he's had it before. Yes, he has. Okay, so strike 2 for personal attack. As usual, strike 2 is a 14-day ban. Okay. And it's this guy again. And Fearless Leg. Did we already get him? Oh. Yeah, I actually just removed this right before I started doing the video. Let's see. This is you. Do you think Coben was not agenda? Well, yeah, he probably deserves, strike as well. We have not given him strike yet. So we'll go ahead and do that. Because this is just insulting. For context, I removed this when I saw it because it seemed to me like there wasn't any discussion that was going to come out of this. It just seemed to me like he was in his own head, and it was a very one-sided tone about it. I didn't get the sense he was actually looking for discussion. And so I just took it down, and I think his replies are kind of, because I didn't really look that deeply, are kind of proving that point. So yeah, I only removed it for contribution standards, but looks like there's also that. Okay. And let me refresh the reports queue. Looks like it's done. Okay, well, that's enough for today. So, I'll still do this periodically, and in a few weeks, we'll let you know the status on that new moderator and if we're going to keep him or not.